There we go.
Awesome. What is going on, everybody? We're back a day after the weekend and regular time, so happy to be here. Mike, what do you got for everybody today?
We've got some very good stuff coming your way. As the title might suggest, there is a bit of a debate, and we did talk about it yesterday for a moment, but I think it's only fair to re-show what we've got on hand for you guys. And here it is. It is the El Pulpo versus the Viva La Vida.
Hmm.
This is Artesano del Tobacco's two incredible, incredible offerings that if you have not had a chance to try either of them, you really can't miss with whatever you go with. But if you have already had, say, the Viva La Vida, which is very new, or which is the first of their releases, you only can imagine how incredible, how wonderful this El Pulpo is. So I think it's time to really debate on two absolutely powerhouses of cigars.
Hmm. So I have here the Viva La Vida in the Toro size. Put the mic just a little bit closer, so we can get- and it has the Habano Oscuro 2000 wrapper with the Criollo 98 fillers, and the tobacco is exclusive to the Adrian Fernandez Farms. This actually was one of the cigars that, for me, rivaled the Oliva Cervia Milano. And for those of you that know me and how much I love that cigar, for this to be up there that high with it speaks volumes, in my opinion. So, as far as cigars that I like, what is going on with the border?
I just realized I have to do this too. I just realized. There we go. The name got messed up when I added the
Yeah, I really did. Oh man, amateur hour here, yeah.
call it. Oh, you said we were on time. You actually minutes late. That's fine. It's fine.
Hmm.
Whatever.
Hmm.
But,
So, Mike, I'll let you tell people about your cigar there.
quick, let me give that a cut. El Pulpo, new from Artesano del Tobacco, years in the making. What was the final tally on that? Like 4 years?
Something like that, yeah.
Something. Yeah, it was time well spent. Hey, Brett, Peter, and Cam. First of all, I want to say hello to you guys. You really, I wish I could. I wish that the smell of vision was real today because this is one that is just so beautiful. That Mexican San Andreas wrapper over Nicaraguan binder and fillers at this wonderful box press here, a 5 by 56 ring gauge for a robusto, what they call a robusto grande. But that's a robusto to me. You don't have to worry about that. It has been a minute, bro. Good to see you either way. Um, it is going to be something. How do I put this? It's not super heavy, but there is heft to it. It's not that medium either. I just feel like medium doesn't do it the service that it requires. No, none of the words that are in the middling connotations are worth it to describe the El Pulpo. All right, let's put it that way. It is, uh, it is a hefty, hefty amount of nicotine rush to an even more just. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, a transcendent flavor of tobacco here.
Transcendent people.
Transcendent. Yes, I'm gonna go with that. That was the word that came to mind. Yeah, you got mine up. You have mine too, Brett. Right? Text me just in case. Or if not, I'll text you and I'll send you my name. Easiest way to hit me up nowadays, guys. Friggin' Facebook is ridiculous. I can't get half my messages, but whatever. Well, for another day. The El Pulpo coming in over at the pre-release parties. If you guys might have seen a couple of those videos, we had Gus on, we had the whole team, and they really did an amazing job, and of course with the Viva La Vida as well, of the rollout being something that they wanted to make sure that they were happy with, and they also saw the what's the word I'm looking about, the consumers happy with too. Subscriber about that is impressive, bro. That's damn. It's 4 years. You have been here as long as the El Pulpo has been in development. That's amazing right there. That is incredible. Richard, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. I want to light this up. I'm waiting for you, or can I light it up?
No, no, no. Go ahead. I'm just doing the sharing here,
Do what you got to do. Okay.
getting that out of the way.
Before we go too much further into this, a real big thank you to all the sponsors out there, including Artesano del Tobacco. And that's not why we're doing this, by the way. Sponsor, no sponsor, these are fantastic cigars. I would not recommend any of the ones on the board that we have going without actually wanting to recommend them. We don't work with companies that we don't like. It doesn't work that way. And just because we're not sponsored by certain people doesn't mean we don't like them either. It just means that that's who we sponsor with at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm trying to point out is the fact that Apostate, Artista, Family by Loyalty, Kiki Momo, what do you call it, GTO, Artesano del Tobacco are all phenomenal sticks at a very large range of price points, different sizes, different blends, different factories, obviously, different motives behind why they do what they do. And I am so happy that today it is it makes it a little easier for us. So in this kind of video, that there is two blends that we're talking about right now. Well, you have like Apostate that has quite a few really good ones out there, and I think we both would kind of agree which one we would want to put in the versus situation. So that makes it even more difficult. And in this case, I could have went either way. Rich, how you doing, brother? I honestly think you might agree with that statement that you could pick either cigar and argue pretty well for it.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Do you not know how to work lighters? I just checked it before the show started.
You didn't do a very good job checking it then.
Anyways, you guys. So again, for me, I took the Viva La Vida on this little, one-on-one challenge here, and it is the older of the two cigars. Like I said in my post, it's the OG of the two cigars. It came around first. This was their flagship cigar, one that they made the big announcement for and reveal. And for me, it was an instant classic. I absolutely fell in love with the cigar from the first time I tried it, and I actually made a little picture here to show some of the. Go ahead, Mike.
Oh, I don't see it. I didn't get it.
Go ahead.
I don't even know where it's at.
Go ahead.
Oh,
okay.
I guess there it is.
So you guys can see there. It's got the notes of the leather, the cocoa, the black pepper, and oak, all within this wonderful cigar. It also has more vitolas than the El Pulpo does. It was our 2020 cigar of the year.
Well deserved.
Well deserved. And I don't hear any bands making songs about the El
Pulpo. There's something way more powerful than that.
Coldplay, what's his name, said he saw it in a vision that this was being made.
So the song
came out before
15 years before, something like that.
15, whatever, doesn't matter.
Maybe 20.
Maybe
it's an older song. It's a great song.
Yeah, so he foresaw it in a vision, if you will, on a vision quest. As he hiked, he dreamt that he was a snake slithering, and he saw there an elk on the floor, and he called into it.
What does that mean? I mean, good things are coming?
Good things are coming.
Oh, that's excellent. Well, first of all, Brett's having himself an Asylum 13 at 8x80.
Fantastic.
And watch Monday Night Raw along with this. Appreciate it. I would say both have about the same amount of talent now that CM Punk's on there. Because I think I'm just talented as that guy. Hate him. No, I'm just kidding. That's a whole other story. Eduardo didn't get a I'm sorry, brother. I don't know what's going on with the notifications either.
Yeah.
And where was the other? John, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. Dennis, good to see you. Yeah, I would point out two things in this. First of all, Frankie cheated and used Jessica's picture. That is automatically disqualification. Cheating. And Coldplay, really, with Richard on that one.
Oh, yeah.
Double, what do you call it? Negatives for Frankie. And if he's going to bring in other things that are not cigar related, there is the 007 movie Octopussy, which was an awesome one.
That's English. El Pulpo is in Spanish.
That doesn't.
So get your shit together.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Coldplay is
Viva La Vida is the name of the song. So unless they redo another James Bond film where Idris Elba is James Bond and they call it El Pulpo, I want to hear shit.
Why does it have to be Idris Elba?
He's awesome.
With the Pulpo. Because he's
awesome.
The octopus of malice for you, which is another term which comes from the actual conspiracy theory where there are 8 families or 8 industries, I believe, that run the entire world. That is more of a Girls Going Gin episode. Very, I need like 9 hours for that one. There's no way we're fitting that one in here.
Yeah.
But the sheer power of the puppeteering hands that you can clearly see on the El Pulpo right here with that gentlemanly hat. He controls the industry. He controls your taste buds. No problem. I'm going to bring that picture back up for just a second so you can see how incredible it looks. Wait, right there. Yeah, there we go. Just that amount of gold. And don't get me wrong, I love I love the Viva La Vida band as well. There's nothing against that. But the El Pulpo just brings a new level of class. He is the gentleman cigar right there. 100%. He's got
Now,
the top hat to prove it. I believe he's got
monocle.
the monocle to go along with it. He will pass go. He will collect $200.
I will say, um, I was not the one that brought the Viva La Vida to Bakersfield. Viva La Vida came on its own to AJ Fernandez, but I was the one that brought the El Pulpo into town.
No, you weren't.
I brought the owner of Cigars More over to the Artesano del Tobacco booth at PCA this past year, introduced them after giving him a few of the El Pulpos to smoke beforehand. And that's when the order was made. So I single handedly brought El Pulpo into Bakersfield just so it would not feel left out, saying next to the giant that is Viva La Vida.
No, you didn't.
I
If
sure did.
anything brought El Pulpo in, it was the quality that is the older brother Viva La Vida. That's totally fine. Now, they have shed their husk just like America did with Great Britain to become something even better. And that something better is the El Pulpo. Talking about, oh, look at all these Vitolas. Only time will tell if there will be more, which I am almost guaranteeing. It has that beautiful Culebra, which is I have not had yet, but I'm assuming amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair to say, right?
Oh yeah.
But even without the extra sizes, don't need them. This is all I need is right here in my hand, and I
100% agree with Eduardo. It has the Jester size, which is my favorite size.
great cigar.
Followed by the Club 500. Also has the Lancero.
Ooh, I was gonna disagree with you. The Club 500 is third for me, Lancero. But all three of those are not always readily available. Well, this will be.
Mm.
So,
Well,
if you want
actually,
to
they
chase,
are.
you can chase pipe dream all you want, but sometimes you don't got them.
Absolutely available.
Also, I can get one right now.
Mhm.
Go grab. Okay, grab me a Jester. Yeah, I'll smoke one right now too.
Well, you
You're
can't
still-
grab another
No,
one
you're
of
still
those.
right. Let me put this down. Go give me a Jester, bro.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll grab you a Jester when you grab me another one of those.
No. You said that you could. This was about your topic. I'm gonna smoke that Jester right now, right in front of you. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. It's a beautiful box. Let's just be realistic here.
What are you doing, Jester? So I don't know when you're going on about.
I thought the Jesters came in the wrap.
No.
Which ones are those?
Jester, they're like Robusto.
Which ones are those? What's the name?
Diademus.
Oh, the Diademus, of course.
So you want to make us bigger, please?
bigger and bolder, and there we go.
As you can see, Viva Vida comes in these beautiful boxes here. Beautiful shiny boxes. Look at that. Still nice and...
The Viva La Vida you can get over on
And look at these beautiful
Luxury-
diademas right here, you guys. These are the special size for the Viva La Vida. In the special paper. Hands off my shit. I'm a pretty woman your ass.
Call you would drop it.
And yeah, so this box has been aging for 4 years.
It's 4 years, yeah.
4 years now. So these are some very, very special cigars here. I haven't decided when we're gonna get into these, but there's gonna be something special.
What he doesn't know is that I've actually went to Luxury Cigar Club, by the way, Richard, is where you want to get them, and they will send you individuals when you have to replace one from the box you took from your brother. So, I mean, he's been aging most of those for 4 years. Let's put it that way.
They've all been aged for at least 4 years.
Well, the ones you know of.
Uh-huh.
It's fine. Either way, it is something to envy. It is a beautiful box, wonderful cigar, and they have really hit their stride with number 2 here. And that's something that we just talked about with Juan too, from Don Doroteo, where there is that moment of nervousness that they release something outstanding out of the park, which both companies did for their first one, and then to come up with something new for the next. Well, Juan and I like their strategy. Went with the 2 of them, different wrappers, same blend. I think that it was even more risky and more bold to release one wrapper, one blend. I think what 2 sizes then?
Yeah.
Because of the specialty and whatnot. To put so much effort and so much care into this one cigar, you cannot deny how incredible it is. Right now, the flavors are absolutely phenomenal. I am getting that Mexican San Andreas mineral spice and like earthy kick, but it's blending so well with the Nicaraguan tobacco. It's hefty. It's spicy. There's a bit of deep oak woodness to it. It's very complex from beginning, from the very first puff. And as you can see, I'm no longer at that first puff, and the complexity is just continuing to ramp up.
I will say, I will admit, I do love a San Andreas wrapper. It's probably my favorite wrapper right now. But the silky smoothness of the Viva La Vida, I mean, you don't compare to that. The only other cigar that's reminded me of that, that's come close, has been the Liva Cervi Milanio. I mean, that cigar to me, from the first time I opened the box and saw the Robusto size with its oily wrapper, this is the only cigar that I've ever had after that that's been even close.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because you talked about it plenty. I don't know if he actually knows any other cigars. Break out when you win. Actually, yeah, we should. Whoever wins the fantasy game this week, smoke one of those. Demis, bro.
You know I'm winning, right?
You're not.
Yeah, I am.
I saw the score. You're not winning.
Oh yeah, what's the score?
The last I checked, I was up by like 50 points.
What did you check?
You want me to look right now? So
Look right now.
let me read it out to you then. Let's read out what the score is.
Anyways, guys, so Miguel cheated this week.
No, let's go. Let's do
And,
Frankie's triumphant win right now.
He put in players that were injured on my team.
So I've got 2 players still in play. You have nobody, and you are down by 52 points. Sorry.
That's how much he's cheated by 52 points, people.
So it looks like I win at fantasy football, and then I'm gonna win at cigars right now, because when you're smoking an El Pulpo, there's no way to lose. You just can't. It's that delicious. It's not something that you have to have a super heavy meal beforehand, but it's not going to be so light that you're looking for other flavors. Like, you've got to pair it with this. No, my black coffee is perfect with it. If I wanted to get a whiskey out of that cabinet or a tequila, it'd be perfect. There's no wrong answers.
I will say this for the Viva La Vida, it's also not gonna be a powerhouse that knocks you on your ass. It's gonna be right there in the middle for most smokers. Now, a new smoker might think it's a little bit higher in the strength profile, but once they become acclimated to heavier cigars, it'll fall right in that medium range. So it's a great cigar. You can honestly have it morning, noon, and night, or you wake up with a cup of coffee, have a long lunch break, or want something for the end of the night. It fits in all those categories fantastically. And of course, you could always get different sizes for those different occasions. If you want something smaller in the morning, something heavy or bigger in the evening, um, Viva La Vida fits that like no other. I mean, really.
Put it upside down. I don't even know why I'm bothering, but you can't read it from that far
Yeah.
away. That's just no on me. When it's this perfect, you don't need different sizes. You're not looking for a short cigar to fill a time period. You're looking for the time to enjoy this cigar. That's how good it is. You don't bend the day or your cigar around the day. The day gets bent around this cigar.
Here's a
That is how good
fantastic
it is.
question, and I can answer this question. After smoking either, you want to smoke it again immediately.
Yeah.
And I have smoked different sizes of the Viva Vida in one day.
Absolutely true.
Yeah. Just because I wanted to smoke them, see if they differed any or how much they differed, and because I enjoyed the cigar so much. I had smoked the Toro, the Jester, the Robusto, and the Lancero in one day. And
great call.
There were minute differences, of course, because when in blending, that's going to happen when you have different sizes, different shapes. But I enjoyed each one just as much as the previous one, and I was very happy with my choices that day.
We got to get Gus and Billy back on, because they explained the differences you're going to get, because they did want different experiences in each size. Not to say that they are different blends, but they are blended to be appreciated for their individualities.
Correct.
And I think that's a wonderful idea. I think it kind of negates the idea of different sizes for a cigar a little bit, but to deny the fact that they're all super delicious, would never do that. They're all the sizes are great. I'll absolutely say that, and I will never not think that, because I love the Viva La Vida too. But I would absolutely have this back to back. Probably not back to back to back, maybe over the entire day. But once I've had 2 of them, I'm probably gonna need a little time to relax. Unless maybe the Culebra, which is a much smaller ring gauge. Obviously, you're not gonna coil 3 of these around each other. It'd be very difficult, especially the box press. But if you have seen the boxes of those guys, they are beautiful. You've got 3 cigars blended to be this right here in this absolutely phenomenal perfectly balanced cigar. So I think I could have 3 of those in a row. Or not 3 culebras, excuse me, but all 3 in the culebra,
Mm-hmm.
right back to back to back, and have a great time doing it. Then again, that's when I would absolutely pick probably something a little more potent. I'm going tequila with that. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
gonna go coffee anymore.
Now, see, for me, I don't think that cigar lends itself to tequila. And then also, I'm gonna say I don't think this lends itself to tequila. I think
Really?
the better one for your cigar would be either coffee or dark rum. With mine, definitely a whiskey.
You're not wrong. The coffee is wonderful with it. You know, it's wonderful with Viva La Vida too, though.
Yeah.
Black coffee and cigars is just the bee's knees. All right, it's the easy layup in basketball. It's the thing where they pull the hair up and then cut it right there. For barbers. It's so perfect that it's not even a thing. Black coffee and cigars, it's as good as breathing. All
Now,
right,
I will pose this question though, guys. Obviously, coffee is the number one pairing for cigars.
rock stars are not number 2.
No, God, not anymore. No. But have you ever had a cigar that you honestly couldn't pair with coffee? And I'd have to say no.
If I had to, I would go. No offense to our buddy Lars, I love you, but I could not have the SS, the sweet and spicy with the coffee. It's just so damn spicy to start off with. It hurts almost, and I kind of love it, but I would not have coffee with that.
You know what? I would take that back. The Kentucky Fire Cure. But that's only because I don't like that cigar
You're
personally.
not a big fan of that one.
I'm
in
sure whoever
particular.
does like it could have it with coffee, but for me, that I don't think I could do with coffee. I don't care for it. I'm not a fan. Said this before. I do love all the other stuff Drew Estate makes, minus the acid line. Um, but yeah, I think that might be the one that I couldn't do. Dennis, yeah, coffee and cigars, that's definitely.
It's a definite, yeah. I think maybe not. Maybe I would. I have had it before, and it's fine, but I think I'd much prefer a beer. I think I'd rather have something of a session, very very cold. Eduardo doesn't drink coffee, not an issue. I did for the Great American Morning. Um, God, forever ago. I got to bring it back. I miss it. Um, I did all the different teas that my local grocery store had to offer. They had their house teas, their brand, and they sell them individual, so I could get one of each or two of ones I know I'm gonna like anyway. So I had their version of Earl Grey, their breakfast, their green tea, their peach mango something, chai tea,
Oh,
which is just TT.
I don't like hot fruit tea.
No, I put it on ice.
Oh, okay, yeah,
I drank it how I'm gonna enjoy it.
right,
So if
okay.
you like hot tea, drink it how you're gonna enjoy it. If you like hot coffee, drink it how you're gonna enjoy it. I prefer my coffee just slightly above room temperature, so I will put a little bit of ice in there.
Dennis, no, actually, last night, we went on really late last night, and we smoked Toscano, the new Toscanos, the
Use it for
uh, master aged,
master age. Yep, the
3
3
and
and 4.
4, and I love the Toscano. I'm a big fan. So it's not to say that I don't like stuff that's fire cured. It's just there's something about the Kentucky Fire Cured from Drew Estate that I get. I mentioned this before. For me, it gives off a very fishy aroma and slight flavor that I don't care for. Um, I was really worried about that happening again with the Toscanos when we tried them, but I did not find it in that. I absolutely love the Toscanos that we had last night.
Do you think it's because that's what they're leaning on for that cigar?
Could be.
Because it's I will admit it's all that mesquite kind of fishy note, which I only really agree when you have it on the cold draw. But I would say I love the Kentucky Fried Cracker. Don't get me wrong,
Hmm.
but I think that Toscano might have been better because it's more balanced, it's more complex, and those little added bonuses. I know it's not a big deal because I'm gonna buy cigars anyway. I'm gonna smoke the whole thing either way. Usually, yesterday
Hmm.
was just for the show. Um, but the fact you can cut them, the fact you don't need to humidify them,
Yeah.
it's nice. It's nice to have the option. But that does not mean I'm not gonna smoke the Kentucky Fire Gear. I love that cigar too. They looked really good. Plus, I like the ability. Yeah, yeah. See, yeah, absolutely. Way more balanced. Absolutely. Um, the fermentation process you spoke of, the 10 days and extra humidified area,
Hmm.
kind of blew my mind. It still makes me feel like it's just gonna lead to issues,
Right.
but there was no issue whatsoever.
Nope.
I love the rustic look of it. I don't need a really clean wrapper to enjoy a cigar. Like a little blemish here and there never bothered me. I do hear that there are some companies who will do a little bit of dye to remove any blemishes. I don't think you need to do that.
Mm.
I think if that's the issue you're having, I mean, just gotta explain. It's a handmade artisan product that succumbs to however the crop is doing. And those little blemishes, what do they say about pretty ladies and like stretch marks or something? Still beautiful. Don't have to worry about it. Not a big deal. Does the Pappy Van Winkle have a barbecue thing to it? No, not really. No.
I've never had a Pat Van Winkle. I have some in my humidor that were given to me, but a friend of ours said that they were going to open their bottle of Pappies and share it with us so we could smoke them.
Never had a chance.
But that was before COVID, so I don't know if that's going to happen.
That's okay. No, we had them. They had there's those ones which are released way back, but they've been aging for a while. And then there was the new ones they released with the family one.
Oh, right. Okay, I take that back. I apologize. I did have the family reserve or
Family
something.
reserve or something.
Yeah, I did have that when that came out. That is true. Yeah, I'm talking about the fancier Pappy from way back when.
Meant to pair with.
Right. But, yeah. Okay, that's the one I haven't had yet. But yes, I did have the. You had a red band on it, Family Reserve Pappy Van Winkle.
Cannot remember off the top of my head.
Yes, I did have that.
But I know I've had it and I enjoyed it, but it was not barbecue or mesquite notes to it. It was a lot more of a silky. I would say it's a step above the not in quality, but just step in strength and maybe heftiness of flavor than either the Underground not Sungrown, excuse me, the Shade, or one of the lighter Herrera Estilis. Just to kind of get a glimpse into the world of Drew Estate and pointing up to that. I would say it's definitely just hair or two above those in strength and flavor, but below the strength of, say, the Maduro or Sungrown for the Underground series, which is another phenomenal series right there. Drew Estate kind of knocks a lot of stuff out of the park. I was really impressed with the Blackened series.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people were.
It was not just the name of the band on there. They did much more work than just, it's a famous people. We'll sell a lot of cigars. Same with the whiskey. I thought it was pretty dang good.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta try this cask strength. So I was literally just talking about that at work today, and recommended it again. Like, gotta find it, or at least gotta just try it. I don't know if we have it in town or not. I'm sure it's at a bar somewhere.
Could be.
I was just looking at some of my humidor, and they seem to, plus the tips are darker. Mine is the Family Reserve tan band. Okay. I'll have to go back. I'm sure I've got pictures somewhere.
Right.
I just don't know. Yeah, I don't know off the top of my head. That's a good question, though. Oh, my
back. So, guys, we're going to give you a break to think over all the points that we made about our cigars. You guys start telling us which one you would pick up first.
Yeah, would you pick the old Pulpo, or would you be wrong? Well, Frankie,
pick the Viva Vida. This guy's been around for years now. Or
the one that you were waiting years for and absolutely love.
I mean, who are you going to trust? A man that can grow a full beard, or Miguel?
Are you going to trust the guy who claims to be amazing at fantasy football and lose to the guy who knows he's middling at it? Or
who's already got a championship under their belt?
Where is it right now? Because it ain't helping. It ain't helping you win anymore.
You know, damn well I'll order one.
It's not going to help you win. Not this week.
Don't need it this week.
Or last week, I believe.
Don't need it.
But did you win last week? I think you all won last week.
Sure didn't.
Rough. Oh, shoot. I didn't plug my laptop in. I'm going to plug it in real quick.
Yeah.
Do you want me to put the picture up real quick?
Yeah. So, guys, yesterday we did a round of best dash. So, we need you guys' help. We need to see who's going to be the best dash for this month. And we're going to send them a prize. So, if you guys want to vote for your favorite, these were the top two finalists. Number 2 has that beautiful, I mean, look, he could barely fit his thumb on there to hold the cigar up. And as it's, again, horizontal, not vertical, how most people do it, horizontal, really, really speaks to the cigar's capability of making a great ash and holding on firm. The construction is phenomenal. And then, of course, number 9, I do like it. I do like that he's at the lounge. I do like that he's got the full ash. He's got his face in there, which I like. Like to see who's doing it.
Did I mess up the picture?
No.
Okay. Good. Sorry about that, guys. I just want to make sure the laptop doesn't die on us. I've been working on it all day. little. If you guys will vote, I'll give you a little side note. I am putting together that book. It will come out an ebook in
What's a
February.
book?
A book. The thing it's got squigglies on it, and the squigglies mean stuff.
Oh,
I put them in order sometimes. I did the best I could. Still doing. Still working on it. That's what I was doing all during my break today. So the laptop's a little bit less battery than I was hoping.
so we got 3 already for number 2.
You know, number 2 is just so damn good.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I really like number 9's picture too. That's one that if I took that, if that was me in that picture, my profile picture. I think it looks really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Smoking it great. It's like poking the dude in the TV's
Yeah.
face right there. You know, show him who's boss. But number 2 just cannot deny how perfect that friggin' ash is.
And again, guys, those of you that know, holding it horizontal like that and still keep your ashes, an amazing feat.
Oh no, Cohiba Black and it just fell apart. I've had those moments where I am building up to a really good picture and I tell myself, maybe I should just take one now and then I'll take another one when I get to that moment. And then I think, nah, I don't need to do that. Why bother, you know?
Or you build a beautiful ash and you do a nub stand and you tell your brother who's supposed to be the photographer, take a picture, bro. And he goes, oh, let me just adjust it real quick. Fucks up the ash and it falls over.
Well, clearly you didn't smoke it right, or else it wouldn't have fallen apart.
Uh-huh.
I've seen plenty of people move their nub stands around. No problem. Dancing with those things.
Yeah. So, guys, it looks like number 2 is going to win. That's absolutely fine with me. Congratulations.
Good work to number 2.
And I'll have the pictures up by Wednesday, so you guys can start doing it all over again for December as well as the birthdays. Make sure you get your birthday in there as well. And yeah, again, if you guys don't know the rules, you can post as many pictures as you like. You got to go over cigars, whiskey, and beautiful women. There'll be the picture tagged at the very top, pinned at the very top, I should say. You can put as many as you like. If you do more than one, we're gonna pick the one we like best. So if you have one you like best, just enter that one. If not, put as many as you like. We'll pick out the best ones. We will put them up against each other, and it's up to everybody watching whenever day we do it to vote on them. So pretty easy, pretty fun to do.
We need your votes. It really does help, and I love to hear the other opinions out there. And this time, from now on, the photo who wins is the next one that will be displayed. So I think that's a really cool little honor there. Show off how good you did on a monthly basis. And I believe next year we're gonna save them for a tournament of champions, right? Yeah. So everyone who wins 1 month, the end of the year, we're gonna keep you all together. Keep the pictures too, or have them do another picture.
No, it'll be pictures from the year.
Keep the pictures throughout the year. Yep, we'll use that. I think that'd be awesome. I do like that idea.
So, guys, last words for the Viva Vida. Fantastic cigar. Amazing tobacco from AJ Fernandez. Billy and Gus, they took their time. They took their knowledge of cigars and what they liked, collaborated with AJ, and came out with this masterpiece. Again, it was one of our cigars of the year, and well deserved. Well deserved.
Oh yeah.
It's been around for a few years now, and I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. If you guys haven't smoked it yet, I highly recommend picking one up, giving it a try, and letting us know what you think.
Oh, 100%. I'd mirror that for the El Pulpo there, that sentiment. If you have not tried it yet, you're missing out big time. Try it. Love it. I'm almost positive you will. And I am loving mine right now. Burning beautifully. Getting really into that. I'm not slowing down. I don't care. I'm not overheating tobacco because I'm not feeling any heat from it really. But beautiful construction. Absolutely wonderful flavors. An amazing San Andreas wrapper over this Nicaraguan blend. Just spot on. A pluses on the board. Just all the way down. The GPA's off the charts. All right. It's absolutely one of my favorite cigars. I'm not going to say that it's going to be our number one for this year. I can't admit to that or anything because there's a bunch of great cigars out there. Wonderful stuff came out this year. But I will say this. If Billy and Gus thought that this was the end all be all, they wouldn't have made something to top themselves. And I think they absolutely did. But the real answer to this question, I think you summed it up pretty well, and I will defer to you in this. I will concede. I will tip my hat that I'm not wearing. So,
yeah, you guys. The long story short, the best cigar between these two is going to be whichever one you pick. They're both fantastic, made with dedication, like anything else, and they only use the best tobacco they get. So no matter which one you go with, either Viva Vida or the El Pulpo, you are not going to be disappointed. You're going to get different experiences, sure, but you're going to get a fantastic cigar either way. Hope you guys take a chance, pick one up, and if you guys get a chance to talk to Bill, your guest, tell them thank you for sponsoring the show,
Yeah,
and we will
please.
see you guys uh, this weekend on Saturday.
I think we have to make that one of the contests. Any sponsored cigars, any sponsor company.
Well,
We
we
can
could
add
always
that.
change it up in January. So instead of the best ash, to a sponsored cigar.
Sponsored Ash.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
So
Maybe add them all into a wheel for that one.
yeah, it's not a bad
Uh,
idea.
Peter says that the El Pulpo has his vote. Frankie, have you smoked the Club 500?
Yes.
I like the Club 500.
Love
It
the
is
Club 500.
very nice. And I think if I could add a little something, I think the only real question I have about these two cigars is which one to smoke first. Because then I could back to back these, no problem. Phenomenal stuff. Again, not to the point where you cannot enjoy the next one. You know, your palate will not be blown out. Absolutely incredible. And then there you go for a vote to even it out right there for the Viola Vida. Again, they both deserve the love.
Absolutely. All right, guys. You have a great week. We're gonna celebrate our little brother's birthday tomorrow. He turns 13. He made the soccer team for his school, so we're happy for him. And yeah, we'll see you guys on Saturday.
All right, guys. Have a good one.